Alright, welcome to the stream. Make sure that recording is started. Okay, I think we're good. Welcome everybody, how's it going, Scoob, and everyone else? Gotta wrap it up for safety. That's what they taught you in health class, alright. I will go by your rules then. We gotta see if we can wrap this up. We're pretty damn close to the end of this game. There's a lot of extra stuff, but I don't know how much of that I'm gonna be doing. But we're going to be getting back into Sekiro today. Last time we left off, we first entered the Divine Realm. We were sort of making our way up the road there, but just stopped short. So, got to get back into it, but there's not a whole lot left. And we're on a trajectory for the main ending. Though, now that I think about it, there is something like super important I got to do. So, maybe we should look at wrapping up some of the side stuff before we actually get into the meat of the matter. Let's go ahead and get on into the game, though. And if I could pull this up, then we are good to go. Alright. Pulling up? Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah, oh, there it goes. It's a little late, but we're good. Okay, so last time we got into this game, we made our way to the Divine Realm, which has been pretty weird so far. Lots of strange dragon people, there's weird hairy dragon dogs, there's this guy, he's pretty cool, and there's a giant fish that we can feed. I think I got everything I can get from the fish feeding, but why not just feed him one more time? There he is. I also discovered that once you feed him, he becomes friendly, so he's no longer hostile. He was trying to kill us last time, but that's no longer the case. Alright. So if you feed him the precious bait, and if you feed him a couple, then usually this guy will give you some treasure carp scales, but I think I've gotten everything I can get out of it. Ah, yes, he's warning us about the dangers of growing fat. In moderation, in moderation. Glad he showed up. Sometimes he's a little coy. Oh. Coming in with the puns. Alright. There is... I don't think there's much to do here, like, specifically. I don't recall that there's any extra bits or... Oh, you know what? Yeah, there is. Never mind. I forgot what I had and hadn't done, but there's some stuff down here that we can mess with. Although, let me see if I can get out on top of something here. There is a headless down here, and they're one of those ghost enemy type deals. But if I can maybe get some divine confetti going, something cool like that, we might be able to do some additional damage with them. Let's see, shall we? Can't use it underwater, that's the only problem, but otherwise... Oh, you know what we can use, though? Let me take these off. I can use the purple gourd, which will help negate any sort of terror damage. But otherwise, I have to use that divine confetti out here before we can actually get to it. Alright, let's see what we can do. Sat Morbus, welcome. Hopefully, I'm gonna see if we can make a move to beat the game tonight, but if not, then we still got a decent amount left. So, maybe I could do it in another stream. But yeah, not too much happening. There he is, the old bastard. I did see some of the state of play. I was kind of like picking and choosing what I was going to watch, so I didn't catch all of it, but there's a lot going on. Gonna beat this game like it owes me money. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I got hit with terror damage. What a shame that is. There's only one other headless that's underwater like this, and I have not fought them. I did not fight that one very long. This is a bit of a problem. Stellar Blade looked pretty nice. Did I see that one? Okay, so I saw that there were 3, like, Sengoku period, I don't know if you want to call them like a Japanese or samurai type game. One of them was Rise of the Ronin, which I think Team Ninja is working on, and that one looked cool. One of them is a Yakuza spin-off. I think they called that one Ishin, which was already a game that was released in Japan, but I guess they're doing a translation for it, so that one might be pretty cool. But I'd be excited for Rise of the Ronin. I don't know if I saw Stellar Blade. There was something I saw a couple screenshots on that like looked pretty nice, so that might have been it. I'm not too sure though. I gotta get rid of these little things that are chasing me. That's the stuff that causes terror damage. It's not even the like outright damage that this guy does. It's just the status he inflicts. It's like I gotta come in here and do these little flea bites and see if we can take him out. Myself a little bit. But there was also the preview for Tekken. I think Tekken's always good. And was there anything else major? I don't remember now. Or at least I can't think of it right at this point in time, but there's a couple big announcements. Man, all the shit follows you. But yeah, at least with Rise of the Ronin and the Yakuza Ishin, I might, those are probably the 2 that I'd be more interested in. Tekken at some point, I don't know if I'd get it right away. I was talking with Daylor about that. He's a big Tekken fan, though. It's a day 1 buy for me, and I'm like, oh man, I can't get into the fighting games like I used to. I will say that out of all of the fighting games... Oh shit, did I die? God damn it. Got a little too greedy with those last few hits. The last couple fighting games that I've gotten, I think Soul Calibur 6 and Tekken are probably the ones that I got the most time out of. So, sort of a safe bet with those. Ooh, I lost a lot of money. I was out here grinding, I should mention too. So, I had gotten a ass load of money, but I don't need it for anything is the problem. I think all shops are accessible to me right now. So I've gotten everything that's a limited item, I'm pretty sure. Even the stuff I didn't need, like the health pellets and other things like that. But yeah, there's not really much to buy at this point in time. It'd be nice to carry it over, but yeah, I think I got all the coin purses, I got everything else. And I'm just left over with an ass load of money, so if I, like, truly outright die, we're gonna be losing a lot of it. Multiverses is a fighting game, we played a bit of it. Don't know if Smash Clone is its own genre. It might be. Yeah, that's a big argument with some people. Some people don't consider it a fighting game just because it's a party, the party brawler aspect, so, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into those arguments, that's for people well nerdier than me. You don't play fighters often either. It's hard to get into them, in my opinion, just because typically the communities are so seasoned. So, you know, the strongest aspect for a fighter is, you know, the online versus. But the fact that people get so well versed in the game, and I just don't have the time to commit to, you know, learning all of the combos and the prompts and what's the best way to defeat or use certain characters, that it just ends up being a bit of a hassle and not fun when you're fighting the pros. But stuff like Smash is fun just because it's something that's easy to get into. There's a handful of other fighters where they sort of make it easier. I feel like a lot of companies nowadays are trying to... What the hell? That's not right. Did he move? Oh, he's got like a shadow self. That's weird. But I feel like a lot of companies are trying to make a move to make fighting games more accessible to the common man, where you have like auto combos and other shit like that. So, I don't know, maybe something like that would help a little bit more, but... I cannot comment any further. But back in the day, yeah, when I used to have more time to commit to that kind of stuff and I had more friends that were kind of into fighting games, that used to be a big pastime for us. We'd just play a bunch of Tekken Tag and Street Fighter and some of the older Soul Caliburs. Oh my god, this terror shit. Holy shit. If I can't beat this guy here, I'm probably just gonna give up because I don't think it's exactly necessary for me to do that. I hate this terror shit though. Also, underwater combat isn't exactly my idea of a good time here. That was close. I don't know what's going on with this, like, shadow version either. Shit. Oh well. Thank you for the lurk, Magnus. Appreciate it. How's it going? I woke up super late from a nap, so unfortunately I didn't catch your stream, but it is appreciated regardless. Oh, I still got the Bell Demon thing on. I wonder if that would help. Regardless if I can beat this headless or not, I don't think I'm going to attempt it on stream anymore, because we're just going to waste time. But there is, I think, something down here. I don't remember if it was a treasure carp scale, or if it was something else important. But let me go down here and see if I can grab this thing real quick. That's not the button. Let's see if we can open this chest without actually getting anything. Oh, it's a prayer bead. Nice. Okay, prayer bead and treasure carp scale. Cool. That works for me. There's supposed to be a Gourd Seed somewhere in the Divine Realm area, but I don't know where it is. Shit. It's not the one I wanted to go after. Stupid piranha fish. So at my new grind spot, I showed off the one I did at the gun fort, I don't know, a stream or two ago. That's pretty good. It's pretty good from like mid-late game. But by the time you get to the Divine Realm, some of these guys have a ton of experience and it's pretty easy to get through them. But each one of these little flute players, which is easy to come up and backstab on, each of them drops 530, so that's pretty good. Check out this guy back here, though. There's this one spear user. Get 1,000 from him. That's not bad. That's a pretty good experience drop for a single enemy. You can kind of comb through that area. It takes a little bit long to kind of get through all of it, but it's not bad. I guess it just depends on your preference and time consumption. But there's a lot of experience to be had. You come up through here. Most of the stuff I was already doing on stream, just kind of exploring through this area. But there's a lot of these guys. They do not really notice you. But you can kind of work your way through here. And get most of these guys with little to no issue. So usually get those two guys, come up here. You got these guards here. One of them is a bow and arrow user, which are usually weaker. So typically go after the sword guy. Kind of get this guy. That guy's dead. So you got these two ball kickers. You can backstab one of them, and I was gonna say usually this guy doesn't see you, but maybe I'm just coming up here a little bit too quick. In any case, they jump in the air a lot, so if you've got the anti-air death blow, you can probably take them out pretty quick. Oh hey, this guy's got off the beaten path. I like to have the ninja blood smoke technique on for most of these guys. Because you could just smoke them out and then no one will ever see you. Especially handy with these two, I don't know what they got. I don't know if they're spears or naganatas, but whatever it is, you can kill those dogs for an easy 500. 1,000 from each of them, not bad. Not gonna bother going after the rest of them though. Kind of just checking out things up here. So we opened these doors last time. Remember, we had to open these doors for the old woman that was kind of down in the Bay Area. And it looks like she made her way in. I think she died. Well, she took out all the rest of these guys with her, so that's good. And what's even better, they stay dead. Remember when we walked in here last time? That was actually a pretty scary experience. Oh, hey, there's the Gourd Seed. I must have not collected it. I remember opening that chest and then turning behind and seeing a wave of these weird fellas crawling at me, so I said, nope, and I walked right out the back door. But I thought I got the item before I left, and I guess I didn't. So now we have the final Gourd Seed. So before we do everything up here, because there's a Divine Dragon up there, and that's a whole other can of peas, let's go ahead and let's go visit some of the old NPCs. We're not going to have a whole lot of time to do this later. Because as soon as we meet the Divine Dragon, things are going to change out in Ashina, so. Undying Samurai Vault over unlocked, what? Oh, you know what? Okay, so we haven't talked to this guy in a while either. But ever since we got the Immortal Blade, we could do a little bit more with him. Hello, friend. I do not wish to kill you. So remember when we first met this guy, he introduced himself as somebody that was undying, and we can use him basically as a sparring partner. Unfortunately, I haven't done that. I feel kind of bad, because he finally found a purpose in life, but I neglected to use it. Didn't really need to. But now that we have the Mortal Blade, we can end his curse of undying, so I guess I'll let him have it. So we could just rest down at the idol here and then come back up if we wanted to, but we initiated it at the very least, so next time I come back around, we'll go ahead and finish that up with him. Let's go see the Sculptor. I think I've got some sake to give him. While I've been coming here too, we got all the prosthetic tools, so that's all been taken care of. Also, I'm really close to getting all the upgrades. The only thing keeping me back is the lazulite, which is a super rare upgrade material. And God, I want to say there's a couple that drop from an enemy, which I already beat. And the handful more, I think you can only get by trading in the treasure carp scales to the pot nobles. So I don't remember if I did all that or if I acquired all of them, but I might have gotten everything that I can get in one particular run. I don't think it's possible to get every unlock just in one run. I'm pretty sure you have to do a couple if you want to get all the lazulite needed to upgrade all these. But otherwise, I mean, you know, I've got plenty of money stored on hand, and it looks like I've got all the other sub-materials on hand for any of this stuff. So if I got that lazulite, I could get one more. It's just a matter of finding out who has the last little couple pieces. I think maybe one of the pot nobles I need to go visit. I think I got the best one, though, the lazulite shuriken. Those are pretty damn good. Sabimaru, axe I never used. The flame, it's okay, but I don't know. Oh, I should mention, too, there was a Shichimen, I think, warrior. I'm not pretty sure that's what it's called. And he dropped a ring called the Malcontent. Once you upgrade this and you leave the sculptor, he makes a comment on it. He says, like, that ring plays, I don't know, a sorrowful tune, but it should sound pretty good. Something like that. Basically, it just implies that he has some familiarity with the ring that you give him. On here, I guess it says, Kingfishers etched onto the ring. The kingfisher's cry could be heard along the waterfront of the sunken valley. Now she cries no more. But it's implied that the sculptor, you know, obviously he was a shinobi at some point, and he had a shinobi friend with him. Might have even been a romantic interest. Who knows? But there's some stuff that alludes to her, but it's nothing ever too strong, I don't think. Maybe if we give him some sake, he'll start talking.
Oh, 流泉か。随分と上物だ。もらうとしよう。実にしみる。やはりこれじゃ。よく道元と飲み交わしたもんだ。エマに釈放してもらってな。
エマ殿と長い付き合いなのか。
ああ、ずいぶん前に戦場で拾った。
戦場。
じーっとずーっと握り飯を睨んできてな。面倒だからくれてやった。そしたら何やらついてきてな。それからなんだかんだあって共にアシナに厄介になることになった。道元の養女になったのもその時よ。まあどこだろうが忍びといるよりはよほど幸せじゃろう。
All right.
ではな。
A little bit more of a backstory on Emma than it was a sculptor, but interesting regardless. I feel kind of bad because I think I accidentally gave Ishin a double dose of a sake. I just don't remember which one it was. So somebody missed out. It's either the sculptor or Emma. If it was Emma that missed out, I guess I'm not quite as upset about that. But actually, you know, considering the fact that he gave some backstory on Emma, maybe Emma gives some backstory on the sculptor. I don't remember. But in any case. How many prayer beads did I get? Oh, okay, I got 3 out of 4. Might be one roaming around somewhere. Let's go back to Kuro's room. I'm going to see about getting that Gourd Seed put into the gourd.
Okami dono, yokuzo mairaremashita.
Ultimate Healing Gourd, achievement unlocked. Alright. Anything going on?
どうか無事で。おう、狼か。大事ないか。そうじゃ。これをそなたに。
Oh, we got another one. Nice.
竜の涙、必ず手に入れてまいります。
あ、頼む、狼。
So I guess he just replenishes that. I thought it was a one-time use item, which is why I didn't eat it like right then and there. Otherwise I would have. Seen what kind of dialogue he had. But I guess he had something for if you don't eat it too. Let's go see Ishin real quick. Oh shit. Can we still eavesdrop? Oh yeah.
赤の不思議るならばあやつの手にあるのは黒か力のためなら己すら捨てるそうよな
Hinting at things. Obviously he's talked about Genichiro and how disappointed he is in him for basically sacrificing his humanity in search of more power. But we also got that scroll in the back that talks about the black mortal blade. So there's two mortal blades out there. One is crimson and one is black. Sekiro's got the crimson one. So perhaps Genichiro has one? Maybe.
赤色忘れるでないぞ迷えば破れるそれが戦よ
Okay. Thanks for the pep talk. Also noticed that Nightfall has come back to Ashina. Everything's all dark now. Okay, before we go back to the Divine Realm, I need to see about getting to a certain serpent. So let's see if we can do a little bit of traveling here. I remember I kind of explained this last time, but we sort of started a bit of an offshoot sub-quest that's necessary to get the best ending, where we talk to the Divine Child of the Waters of Rejuvenation, and she basically said that there was an alternative to completely severing the divine immortality connection, and that we can return the power back to where it came from. But to do that, we would need the Viscera of the Great Serpents, which we got the dried one earlier in the game. Now it looks like we're going after the fresh one, so let's do that. Just stabbed it in the head. We somehow got it from there. Persimmon-like heart of a great serpent. The great serpent is considered to be a god of the land, and the heart is believed to be where one spirit resides. While its shape bears a similarity to the persimmon, in fact, it's the red viscera of a god. It's safe to assume that eating it would be poisonous to one's health. Oh, there you go. Been plagued with that damn snake for a while now. This is the opposite end of where the bridge was. I don't know if we caught that, but where we tried to cross the bridge that one time and it just broke through. So finally we get to see what's on the other side. It ain't much, but we get a couple items. Dragon's Blood Droplet. We have a bundled Jizo statue, which I might have to look into using a little bit later. And I think that might be it. We got the... I think this balloon of soul, or was it the balloon of possession? I don't know. Oh shit. There's actually a, I hit the wrong button. I hit the right trigger instead of the left one. There's a grapple point up there, which I don't even know what that attaches to. I might have missed my opportunity completely to get that. If it's something unique. I forget. Okay, so we got the two Viscera. I'm just going to go ahead and deliver that to the Divine Child. Let's go back to the Inner Sanctum.
巫女の忍びよ。 2つの蛇垣を手に入れられたのですか？
ああ、手に入れた。
この赤き様、確かに柿とはよく申したものですね。
まことに食らうのか？
もちろんです。そうすれば我が体は流飲をお返しするためのゆりかごとなりましょう。ただあなたの前でそれをするのははばかられます。時を置いて
It is kind of gross.
またおいでください。
I don't think I'd want to watch either. Well, we could skip time real quick. Just by resting. Doors are closed. I think she's eating them. Divine Child is writhing in pain beyond the door. Sounds like a fun time. Alright, we could rest one more time, and doors are back open. All good?
巫女の忍び、そこにいらっしゃるのですか？
お主、目が。
やはりいらしてくださったのですね。巫女の忍びよ、私はゆりかごとなれたようです。手を取っていただけますか？
ああ、これは。
ひんやりと氷室のようでございましょう。だからほら、私の涙もこぼれ落ちる間に凍てついてしまう。この氷涙をお授けしましょう。
Frozen tears, tears that were shed by the divine child of rejuvenation. When she became the cradle, they are but frozen drops. By having Kuro drink both the dragon tears and frozen tears, the cradling ritual can be performed. Cold dragon tears are just that.
氷涙か。もしや。
はい、おそらくは冷たい竜の涙が指すのは竜の涙とともにこの氷涙を飲んでいただくことかと。さすればきっとクロウ様にゆりかごに宿っていただくことが叶うでしょう。
So did her model change or something? Seems like she... The way they were talking, like she lost her sight. She doesn't look any different, though. I half expected her eyes to be frozen over, or them to be grayed out like she was blind. But, anyway. We got the frozen dragon tears, so that's it. I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to do with this particular questline until the very end of the game, so we are good to go. What does this do? So this is required to get the best ending in the game. What you need to do, basically, is you kind of need to have a joint operation between both the divine children. One being Kuro, who wants to sever the ties to immortality, and then the child of rejuvenation, who wants to basically take the power of the immortality and return it back from whence it came. Get it out of Japan, basically. Just get out of here. We don't want it. So it'll play out when it plays out, but we won't see most of the effects of that until, I guess, the very end of the game. Anyway, I think we've done pretty much everything we can do with the outside world here. I don't think there's anything else. Just on my own time, I've gone back to some of the merchants, like I said, and I picked up some of the items that were available. But otherwise, I think we're ready to go. So let's head back to the Divine Realm. We're going to be looking at finding the dragon here. Oh, it just died. Okay, I got scared for a second. I don't want to fight my way through here with these things. They're a little freaky. But yeah, looks like the Shrine Maiden, or whatever she was, when she killed him, it's all permanent. So they ain't coming back. Let's take a look around here. of soul. Barely tapped it. Good enough. Is that it? Other items or anything? Okay, we gotta work our way up the mountain. Oh yeah. There are repeated lightning strikes here that could be a little bit dangerous. I want to say there's a Sculptor's idol around here too, but I don't know specifically where. Who saw me? If I could lure one over, I'd rather do that than try to fight both of them. Even though they probably will give me ample opportunities to do anti-air death blows, but I'd rather see if I could take him out one-on-one. Or at least get a death blow on one and then move towards the other. Guess I'm making the first move. Trying to see if I can do posture damage to this bastard, but he's not wanting to play around here. Or maybe he is. That's exactly the problem. Stop messing around, come on. Oh. I was curious about who else saw me, but I think it's just these geckos down here. Is there any items or anything? There's a little ledge here, but it doesn't look like much is going on. I think I'm gonna leave that. Here's one. A dragon's blood droplet. And there's a Sculptor's idol. Cool. Just had 3 guards, that wasn't so bad. Oops. Let me see if I can move my mic stand a little bit. Okay. I don't think there's anything I need to do necessarily. We are all in on this one. So finally we've come here, top of the mountain. Get these weird little peaks here. So I remember reading some forum posts about this chick, but she's of no real importance. Basically the only reason she's kind of here is kind of like someone had mentioned, which I thought was an interesting fact, because obviously it's not something that I would have just known about, but her clothing is from the I believe it's the Kofu or Kofun period, something like that. I don't know. I remember looking it up just to see how far back it was, but compared to the Sengoku period, basically the era that she's from is like 1,000 years prior to the time it is now in the game. So I think it's basically just to give you an idea of how long the Divine Dragon's been here in Japan, and how long these people have been alive? I don't know if she's alive, but how long people have kind of been here for it. But sort of an interesting note. One thing that I definitely didn't pick up on just because of the clothing. I guess the binocular doesn't really work all that close up. Pretty interesting, though. What am I gonna need here? I don't think much of anything. Let's just get on into it. She must be old if she's alive then. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I wonder if the maidens down below in the water area would have been the same age, but maybe they got their youth sapped from the flute players.
宣教か。
You? What, you don't like this guy? Spew up, I don't know, some sort of poisonous fume or something, I think. Whoa. Oh yeah, that was it. So this is a bit of a gimmick boss battle, and these guys aren't even the main meat of the issue here, but they're merely a factor. That didn't work. That was easy? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But like I said, it's not really the meat of the battle here. We're getting to it. There it is. Dragon of the Divine Realm. Okay, so now the big gimmick comes in. This is kind of an interesting boss battle. push back. The idea, I believe, is to get on top of these trees here, especially the ones that have the lightning strikes on them. But there. Use the technique. Get the lightning strike. Reflect it at the dragon. Shit, I wasn't locked on. Is that enough monster damage, or we need one more? Jump one. Shit. Gracious gift of tears. And that's it. I was just enjoying the music. I recommend someone to, if you like that track, go listen to the full thing. We didn't get to hear all of it. It's really, really good. But we got our dragon tears, and I guess we immediately get transported back to this room at the castle. I already see something going on back here, so stuff has taken a turn for the worse. Memory, Divine Dragon, the battle memory of an extraordinary foe lingering in the mind of the wolf, blah blah blah. Divine Dragon, ancient deity of the Everblossom. Get the Divine Dragon's tears. Tears received from the Divine Dragon, gracious gift of tears, can only be granted by the mortal blade. Body of the Divine Dragon is eternal, and its tears, once shed, will maintain their form and moisture in perpetuity. Should one of the dragon's heritage partake of the dragon's tears, immortal severance will be reified.
一心様、何があった？
一心様は病にて見まかられました。
そうか。
それを察知したのでしょう。ナイフの軍がその木に乗じ、この城に攻め寄せています。
巫女様は
これを。
Okay, so Ishin has unfortunately passed. If you don't remember who this is the old man that we visit every once in a while. He was also the Tengu, very skilled with the blade, and yeah, he's passed on a few things to us before he actually himself passed on. We get the secret passage key to the secret passage that leads out of Ashina Castle. Secret passage can be found at the end of the moat in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the Moonview Tower. Kuro has escaped the castle through this passage, and the wolf looks to join him there.
この鍵、巫女様は場外への抜け穴か。
はい、狼殿。月見楼がある水の手クルアの堀、その終端にある抜け穴に向かってください。クロウ様はその抜け穴から場外へ出し、すすきの原であなたを待っているはず。
わかった。
一心様の命にて、ヨタカの衆が目印ののろしを屋根上に置いています。ヨタカののろしをたどり、クロウ様を追ってください。
So, as she said, Central Forces have been sort of making their way here. We saw evidence of that a little earlier, I believe during the last stream, when we had to work our way back up to the castle without the aid of any of the Sculptor's Idols transportation. But, I don't know. This game obviously is completely fictional, so you shouldn't take it for, you know, anything at face value. But it does sort of mirror, I guess, actual Japanese history. I by no means am a Japanese historian, but the Sengoku period was the period that had all of the, you know, the warring. It was the feudal era of Japan. It's the one that's the most popularly represented, I think, in a lot of, you know, when you do ancient Japanese media. It's typically something during the Sengoku period. But basically, there were all these little tribes of people, if you want to call them that, and they had their own territories. And at some point, there were three, basically just states, three guys that said, all right, that's enough. We want to bring back a unified government. So they sort of pulled their forces together and brought everybody in line. But with Ashina Castle being sieged and everything happening here, we'll see if we could get out here. Can I do anything? Abandoned dungeon entrance. Didn't look like I could actually escape from the room. Like it's not letting me get out of here. Let me just check the doors up here, because I would rather work my way out from here than have to go to the abandoned dungeon entrance or anything like that. But anyway, one of the biggest deals in the Sengoku period, I think, is when it ended, and all that central government kind of reined in all their power. But basically, there's somebody in Osaka. They had a castle there. It was a big siege, big blazing fire, that kind of thing. They brought it all down, and that was kind of like the last piece of the puzzle in order to get all of Japan back in order. So, is it kind of like Ashina? Maybe. I don't know. I can see the similarities. We have the remnant of the Divine Dragon. Divine Dragon of the Everblossom came from the west long ago, eventually making its way to this land. Some parts of Ashina are exceedingly old. Water coursing through her ancient rocks and soil allow the dragon to take root. So we have an increase in attack power. Alright, let me see. Is there anything in the outskirts? Okay, so we can go back to the dilapidated temple. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. The way back to the Ashina outskirts is blocked off here. Someone burned off the tree. And no other route. What's up, merchant?
とうとう始まったな。アシナ一心が言ってライフ型の大進行だ。アシナはもう持たぬだろうよ。さて、俺もいよいよ潮時だが、旦那、まだ商いが必要かね。
I don't think he's got anything else I need. He's got these notes here, but I already acquired all the items that they lead to.
じゃあな、旦那。
Let's go finish up with our immortal friend here.
ようやく行ける。 追い腹を切れなんだ無念。ようやく
覚悟変わらぬか。
ああ、そこもとに切られたいのだ。
承知。
さあやれい。
Oh, there it is. Like there should be a death blow spot popping up. It popped up for a second, and then it disappeared. Okay, here we go. I guess we had to do it from the front.
Saraba.
Hidden Tooth. False tooth loaded with a secret shinobi drug. Blue in color. Can be used repeatedly. Crush the blue nostrum between the back teeth to die as often as one pleases. Could be useful in certain situations. Surely an unnecessary reminder, but the first death is typically one's last. And finally, let's go back to the dilapidated temple itself. Notice that the music here has changed quite a bit. So the sculptor's gone. He's left his tools, though. So if we needed to make any upgrades or anything like that, we could do it at this point in time, but I do not have anything that I can upgrade. Didn't leave a note or anything. Just make sure nothing's popped up back here. Where'd he go? Oh, we'll see. We'll see him again. Might be a little different than last we saw him, but we will see him again. What am I working towards in terms of... Oh, right. I'm trying to get this thing. Oof. 6 points for that, and once we get that, what I wanted to get was this final ability here when you combine two of these other final abilities. I wanted to get this one. This one sounded interesting. Spiral Cloud Passage. But I need 6 skill points to get this, and then I need 9 on top of that to get this one. So that's probably not happening for a while. At least not during this stream. Okay. So all routes are blocked. I guess the only thing that's really close is just go into the dungeon entrance. So let's start there. See if we could work our way around. Get the Sculptor's Idols back, and then... I need to go back to the Ashina outskirts, because there is an optional boss out that way that I need to see if I could get. Is everything blocked off? Can I open this? I can't even open that. Oh my god. How do I leave? I'm trying to think of what routes lead back. We still have things going on with the surgeon here, too, I think. He might have left by now. Hold on. Is he? Oh, he's finally gone. He's been crying about his stupid master doctor, and what should I do with my eyes? All this shit. It's like, I just want you to go. He's supposed to pop up back around somewhere. I don't remember specifically where, though. Man. Let's get rid of this guy. The hell is this? Oh. Man, they keep tagging me with that. He's so close, I don't know if I could even land a Mikiti counter. I must be able to exit from the Ashina castle. I don't even know what the best way... I guess it's the ways back to the dungeon. The only reason why they probably blocked it off is because if you take the dungeon entrance, it's actually really close to the reservoir and the exit. And I think the idea is they want to make you work your way back over there with some resistance, so... I'm gonna see if I can hit up the Sculptor's Idol. I'm gonna check out the room up at the tower again. There's gotta be something I missed where we could exit, because otherwise there's nothing else here. I don't know why they leave the viewing stage, or the lookout, whatever it's called. They leave that locked off. If I'm in fact supposed to exit out of here. Let me check this again. Yeah, that door's completely blocked off. Alright, yeah. Oh, the window out here is open. Shit, I didn't even notice. Okay, here we go. So, shit's on fire right now. I'm gonna take this off. I don't really need to deal with that anymore. Get rid of that burden. I don't know if I've ever actually looked. I'm gonna check out Ishin's room though and see if there's anything in here. Itsunari Mizuo is an Ashina elite. Is he in here? Where is he? Shit. That does a lot of damage. It's got them red eyes, though. Have a better one? No. Man, he just leads with that. I can't even walk in the room. Maybe it's better to come at him from the other way. Jesus. I could probably block those a little bit, but you still take damage even with the guard up, so I've got no clue what's going on with that. That Ashina slicing technique. It's pretty good. Let's see what's happening in the castle. See if we get some of these Sculptor's idols back. Oh yeah, bunch of fighting going on. Anti-scrap. This might not work out. I can't even see what's going on. Can't even see what's going on. This is not good. Holy shit. Yeah, too tight for that kind of fight. Maybe they forget about me for a sec. Oh. I think they were backing away. With front, like facing the window. I wonder if there's something going on in the dojo area. Might just have like a bunch of enemies that respawn in terms of like mid-bosses and everything. Yeah, they're backing away. They know what's up. Shit, he saw me. Damn it! If it was one-on-one, I could do it, but it's not, so I can't. It was pretty close. It was close. I had gotten his posture damage up pretty high, and then the one came back behind me and basically just stopped me from there. Just rush past that. This guy's running around. He appears to be stuck. Let me help you out there, buddy. There you go. I guess he's just sticking around there, but no mid-boss or anything in this area.
ていてくだされ。この戦、我らアシナ衆が必ずや。
This man is rage filled. It gave me, I think, this sneaking sugar. Let me see. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna use it though. See if I can sneak up and get one death blow on him. Nope. Even with that. Shit. Look at that damage. Good lord. Shit. I was pressing the dodge button thinking it was going to be a Mikiri counter. Got a prayer bead. I guess he took one of Ishin's swords. I'm assuming that's what he meant by I'll be borrowing this. Any hidden items or anything around here? Thanks. Yeah, it's... I guess you can kind of look at it as a gimmick battle, but those ones like that can be kind of rough. Need those quick reflexes, which it can be tricky. The one tell, though, is the shining of the blade. Once you see that, it's safe to assume that you should probably start hitting the deflect button. Okay, now that we got that cleared up, let's go... I need to go back to the outskirts. I think I want to try to hit that up before we do anything down below. All sorts of items and stuff that's dropped around here. I guess these are all Ashina soldiers that just ain't having a good time. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Trying to find a way to escape this hell. Let's see if I can circumvent some of these spots here, so we don't have to get into any unnecessary fights. See me all the way out there? It's pretty intense. Let's go through that dialogue because I think these guys are going to kill me in a second here. I do not do good with these multi-man deals. And somebody's firing rockets at me. That's cool. Boss in there we gotta watch out for. See if I can take out anybody that's actually up here first. Never mind. I thought maybe you wouldn't see me if I immediately ducked, but nah, it got me pretty quick. Oh, jeez. Attack messes me up. Considering that's a scissor attack, I don't know if I could actually make recon of that. This guy's got like super delayed attacks too. See if I can clear out these areas, though. There is... Oh. There's a scout up there. That's not good. But yeah, there's definitely a mid-boss down there. I saw him. Big old fat ass. There he is. See if there's anybody else up top here. There is one of these dual-wielding bastards down here. Some guy waiting around the corner here. Sure. Just in time. Yeah, you want to go with the least resistance possible. Item I didn't pick up. Ministry Dowsing Powder. Shigekichi of the Red Guard. It's one of these flame guys, huh? Be careful with my hits here. Oh. Even after trying to prep against that, still get burned. Take this off. Don't need that. Jump on him. Whoa. Last second there. What's up, Penguin? Sorry if I didn't catch you right away. This is kind of intense, and I already died. There we go. All right, we got a prayer bead. This life thing hurts. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe there's something out there in this wacky world that can make it better. Fulminated mercury. That makes my life better. Oh, right. These guys have missiles. Thank you. Wasn't the hardest mid-boss, but... boy, they do like to dole it out. Back, wrap around here, see if I can get that Sculptor's idol. That cock still here? Nah. Cock is gone. Do you have my permission to die? No. I must break you first. Then you have my permission to die. We'll get to that later, though. Oh, the merchant's dead. Hey, thank you, Magnus. I didn't even know you were still streaming. Appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? We're kind of getting into the ends of Sekiro here, but there's just like a lot of like middling battles going on, so nothing completely story heavy. We're just sort of working our way through here. Thank you guys, though. How'd the stream go? When you lurked, I was talking to you, but I guess you were still playing the game. I don't know what you were streaming, though. I hit up a nap real late today, and I woke up kind of late, and then immediately just got up and started streaming, so... Oh! There's a guy up there. I didn't even notice that. That didn't work. These guys are still shooting rockets at me. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this up here? Running around Hyrule Castle pacifist mode to get a memory. I gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Especially in Hyrule Castle area. I didn't know you were... I mean, well, I guess you could get there at any point in the game, but I saved that for, like, real late, so... To me, that just seems like endgame stuff. But yeah, Magnus, cool dude. Go check him out. He's doing some Breath of the Wild lately. Pacifist run. Also does a fair amount of RPGs and indie games and all that good stuff. Oh, the small guys. Yeah, I don't want to deal with multiples of them either. Only had 3 hearts. Wow. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Who is seeing... Oh, these guys. They're all over the place. Can't see him. Too small. And I get poisoned. Okay. Yeah, fighting these guys in this tall grass is not an ideal situation. Actually, this one gave up. Let me see if I can... Well, if you would have stayed down there, this could have been a lot easier. Looks like I'm fighting a bull. Even seeing him, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, not a big fan of the interior people coming around here. Guys just love to sneak around. Oh. Did that guy kill himself? What is he hanging on to? He, like, found a secret ledge. What the hell is that? Oh, now he died. Okay. Oh, there you go. What was that? I think he just glitched into the rock. He was alive for a moment, and the game decided, nah, probably shouldn't leave you here. I don't know. What do you got? Anything good? Oh, you know what? We were talking about the lore of the Armored Warrior for a long time, and I was thinking to myself, what the hell did you even get the information from? Oh, shit. Whoa! God damn it. I was about to read that description, you asshole. Shouldn't be attacked while I'm in the shop. You interior bastards just do not give a shit. what the hell's going on? What is this? Why is that guy walking around like that? What's going on here? Oh, that's a giant. I got a gunner down there. Or an ogre, or whatever they call him. Getting the easy kill on him. Thank you, Akiri. Appreciate the lurk. Let's see if I can jump over this. Oh no, this is not good. No. Okay, that was a really bad situation. These guys got flamethrowers. There's like 60 of them walking around here. What an awful, awful place. This guy doing barrel rolls down a hill. Okay, I think I cleared out everybody that's going to pose a threat if I go up to the shop there again. Good lord. Anyway, so we were talking about the lore of the Armored Warrior guy. I mentioned that, you know, he had a son that was potentially ill, and, you know, they came to Japan, see if he could get him cured. Something like that. And I was thinking to myself, where the hell did that information even come from? Because I remember it. I just don't remember what the lore bit was. But part of it was from the... I think part of it is from one of the prayer beads, and the other part of it is from the firecracker description. These Robert's firecrackers. And if you remember, when the Armored Warrior falls down the chasm, he's like, Roboto! So, we would have to assume that they'd be the same character. But, makes a deafening sound, frightening to animals. Sold by little Robert and his father to raise funds for their travels. Their voyage brought them to Japan, where they would seek the Undying in an attempt to extend Robert's life. So that's where the information came from. Robert and his father came to Japan. They're looking for the waters of rejuvenation, more than likely, since they heard about these undying people. Obviously, Robert's father, you know, was talking about his son, cries his name before he dies. So he's got to be the Armored Warrior. So that's where that little bit of lore came from. And like I said, I think one of the prayer bead sets also mentions him. I think. Maybe. God, there's so many people around here, and I think there's a mid-boss in this area, and this leads to one of, if not the hardest boss in the game, who is optional. You don't have to fight him, but yeah, he's kind of a pain in the ass. But I want to see if I could get this area cleared out first, because if I try to fight that mid-boss with all these guys coming around here, you know, you've seen what happens when we get surrounded. It's not good. But I'm trying to look out for everybody, and it's like I know there was a ton of people around here, but they're all gone now. So I don't know what the deal is. Well, 2 were in this building, so that's good. me see if I could drop down here and then come back up the stairs. Maybe I could get the drop on this guy. Oh shit, there's the fireworks guy down there too. Just gonna start using that. What was that little red thing? It's just his head peeking and clipping through the wall there. Nothing to worry about. What's up, Landon? This game bussin' or what? I guess it is. You a fan? There's somebody down this way. Let's see if I can get him. I'll fight two of these guys at once. Oh, don't usually get to do a ledge takedown. Alright. Oh, one of these guys. Double sword bastards. Alright, what are we looking at here? Somebody's on fire. That's nice. Actually looks pretty interesting. Not on Twitch much, I got you. I'm a big fan. This is probably one of my all-time favorites. I'm just gonna wait for that guy to die, maybe. There he goes. But, yeah, I love this game ever since I played it back kind of around when it first released. Not immediately, but it was around that time. Late 2019. Okay, I thought there was a mid-boss around here. Guess not. Maybe I was thinking of the ogre. Alright, sir. So he's talking about that, and then we also come around here, we see giant claw marks, fire everywhere. Could lead to something interesting, right? I don't know if I'm ready for this, but we're gonna give it a try regardless. So we hit up that Sculptor's idol, and then we get transported here. And there he is. Let me see here. This is pretty cool. I'll let him take care of the little guys out that way. So if anybody, you know, was expecting this game to be anything like a Souls-like or something like that, which it's got a couple attributes that are similar to it, but yeah, it's a lot more reactionary and fast-paced than most Souls games, but if anybody was wanting a fight that was similar to something from a Dark Souls game, this would probably be the closest to it. Giant boss, got big sweeping attacks that you gotta memorize. It's a little bit of a pain. Let's go ahead and use our prayer beads. Robert's father, oh look, here it is. I was just talking about this. Robert's father came from afar across seas to the south, in search of the Undying, repelling 1,000 blades was a small price for the blessing of rejuvenation. So I guess, I wonder what happened to Robert then. Probably nothing. They probably killed him actually. But I guess they took in Robert, and they made Robert's father the guard, considering they said he's repelling 1,000 blades. I wonder if they gave him immortality, and he's just sitting down there at the bottom of the valley, can't get up. Okay, what am I gonna need for this? We only need 2 sub-weapons here. So remember all that stuff I was talking about with the Malcontent ring? It comes into play here. So we could use that. I don't really think I need anything else. I could use, obviously this guy has some sort of attribute with the fire element, so we could use the Withered Red Gourd or maybe even the Dowsing Powder, but the thing is this battle lasts a little while, and if we have to keep hitting that up, it's just going to be a distraction, so I'd rather just not use it. My goal is probably to just not get hit. I think that'll probably do for me. This guy hits like a goddamn truck. A couple hits and you're pretty much dead. At least from what I remember. It might be a little bit different. Do I only get 2 resurrection nodes? What's going on here? There we go. Alright, let's see what we can... Oh, never mind. I'll let him take care of the little guys. I'm not doing this boss battle with them walking around. I'm probably going to see if they can take it out of me. Oh, shit. Only worth 5 experience. I guess that's what happens when you let a boss take care of your fights for you. Give me a sec. I'm going to reset something here with my mic. I'm hearing some weird like clipping issue or something. I don't know if that's going through on stream, but I'd like it not to if that's the case. Alright. So Steam brought up the media player, which I don't think I've ever seen before. Come on then. Stop fooling around with them. Demon of Hatred. Good. So yeah, a lot of this boss battle consists of just running around. You have to kind of avoid his attacks because they are big. It's like an itch. Hold on. There we go. Too many hits. I'll go for 5 next time. Oop. So we could use the Malcontent's Ring and it distracts him. It's kind of like using the music box with Father Gascoigne and Bloodborne. I think we could use it multiple times, but I do want to see if I can keep on hanging on to some of my spirit emblems. So, once is probably enough. I'm pretty sure it's something that you can only use during the first phase too. So I'm good with that. In too close. First one done. 2 more to go. Okay, he's got some big fire attacks. One of them, like, has some outrageous reach, so... Oh, look, here it is. I recognize that. So, I've never found a way to actually dodge that. It's best just to get that umbrella that blocks the fire and use that. Which is why I want to hang on to the spirit emblems. There he goes again. Oh yeah. So this might also be a hint at things if the Malcontent Ring wasn't a hint enough, but when he does that attack, he sends flying, burning Buddha statues at you. I always run away when I get a stagger on him. If I pause, it probably means I've got an itch on my nose or something. I took too many hits there. That's probably the best attack right there, this 3-hit thing. Because it opens him up for a lot of attacks. Anytime he does that undodgeable move, you probably just want to jump. I think even if you jump while you're in his path, you can still dodge it that way. But if you try to dodge, or anything else, you're gonna get hit. It does a lot of damage. I've always found when he does the flaming Buddha attack, you usually just run kinda in a circle like everything else, but you can sort of close the gap with him by running a little bit towards him. Seems to do the trick. So with that, he does the 2, you gotta kind of keep away from him, then you can sort of run straight for him, because there's a big wind-up on that last attack. But it's probably good to kind of circle around back to his back. That way, he doesn't entirely get you when he's recuperated. So during phase 3, he does this shit. I guess if you know his attack's okay, it's not that bad being in the fire circle, or the ring, the fire circle, the circle of fire. The Ring of Fire, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, it could be a little claustrophobic considering the range of his attacks. So, if you see it and you just start running in another direction, a lot of times you can escape it. Any other attack, you could sort of close the gap with them and then do a running jump. And then do an attack once you get close enough to him. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, but, you know, it's something. Whatever you can get, because this is a bit of a war of attrition. You just have to kind of outlast him. Big wind up on that, doing the big flame. Okay, so I'm doing this again. Though depending on where you are, you might get locked out into an even smaller area. Like I kind of feel a little too enclosed here. I hesitate to get closer to him until this fire goes out. Ooh. Didn't wait long enough. Here we go again. Honestly, looking at it, I'm starting to think that it's probably just better just to get in the ring of fire. That's tight. Now, you see how close we were? And just jumping seemed to get me out of that, so. Oh shit. I'm just gonna stay inside with this one. Oh, I'm burned. Cool. The only thing that makes me nervous is, like, not being able to see the end of it. So I just don't know how close I am. Shit. Oops. Oh man. Oh, we did it. So depending on who you are, that is probably going to be one of the harder bosses, or the hardest. Saint Ishin is pretty damn hard too, but that one's pretty bad. Memory, Hatred Demon. One-armed demon prowled the battlefield, consumed by flames of deepest resentment. Oh, he's one of the guys that has a lapis lazuli. Precious azure lazulite. Used for highest level of prosthetic tool upgrades. Fountainhead lazulite is a symbol of eternity, and anything forged with it will never break, nor rust thanks to the blessing of the divine dragon. Tools forged with lazulite transcend human intellect, and are dubbed as treasures of the divine dragon. So we got 2 from him, so I could probably do another upgrade. Now we got 2 statues to pick from too. Sculptor's idols here. Okay, so maybe kind of spoilers, I guess, if you don't figure it out with the hints I was laying down. But that was the Sculptor. So he's one-armed, which you could tell, you know, the malcontent affects him. Obviously, it speaks at the end there. He knows who Wolf is. There was something, I remember there being a description somewhere that described the actual Sculptor in his shinobi days and calling him like the orangutan or something like that. That was like his shinobi name. So, you know, the big demon of hatred. Big old red fur. So kind of bears that sort of resemblance too. Let's go ahead and read this. The Remnant Hatred Demon. Man who failed to become Shura instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. So there's another hint right there, because the Sculptor describes himself as nearly becoming Shura at one point, but Ishin, I think that's when he lost his arm, but Ishin basically stopped him from becoming Shura. Okay, what's going on here? Gate is firmly sealed shut. Nothing else to collect. I don't think there's any items or anything like that. We might still be able to access some of this stuff up here. Let me go check out what's going on in this sub-castle area. Also, thank you. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Well, the old one's still here. What are you doing?
あんた
I was about to say the same thing
ま
to
た
you.
生き残ったのかい。 なんとなくは分かってるんだろう。あの片腕の鬼が元は何者だったのか。
いいよ。
そうかい。その方がいいかもしれない、ね。
Come on, Wolf, I just explained it.
何の因果か。塩素の炎に焼かれ、鬼となり苦しむ者がいた。あんたはそれを終わらせた。それだけのことさね。
Alright. Guess we can't get back to the rest of the outskirt area. Well, that's going to be locked off. I kind of wonder if there's anything up here that's come back. It seems like there's items all over the place, so it might not hurt to go check up at the top here, but... let's see. No, the chest is still opened. And it doesn't look like there's any additional drops. No, not that. I guess I can't hang from the ledge. Alright. I'll go check out the shop here and see if there's anything. I don't check this one very often, so there possibly could be. Maybe. Let's see what you got. It's got 3 Antidote Powder as far as limited items go, and Fistful of Ash. Both of which I don't really need. God, whoa, got a lot of that. Lots of Antidote Powder. Okay, I think we've done everything we could do in the Ashina outskirts, so we're going to start making our way back through the castle, through the other end, see what's developing out there, and then make our way to the reservoir. And then I guess we're going to finish it. We're pretty damn close. I'm giving myself another hour here. I'm really hoping the final boss isn't going to be something that takes me a long time, though, but if it does, it does. We shall see. Won't know until we get to it. Okay, so let's go back to the castle. Let's go to... let me go to the dojo. Kill that guy in here real quick, and then I'm going to see if I can hit up the lookout Sculptor's idol. I need to get everything. Half expected there to be someone up here waiting for me. Alright, let me go back to my usual tools too. What else do I want? I don't use any of this stuff is kind of the problem. So many tools, and yet I pretty much just go for straight parrying and attacking. Maybe I'll do that. I'm surprised they could see me from down there. I don't know which one is doing what. It's kind of making me nervous. I just noticed that was one of the Ashina students. So they could do some pretty heavy attacks too. here? Shit. Yes, there is. Oh, did he see me? Maybe not. Like full-on battle music is on. It's not even just the alert stuff. That takes care of that. No additional drops in here or anything. Doesn't look like it. Is somebody actually up there? What's going on? There's a ton of enemies around. Oh, somebody wants me for something. Yes, how can I help you? I think I kind of did as much as I could. Yeah, I took care of the Demon of Hatred. I got rid of their commander, the drunkard. So, not much more I could do there, buddy. Let's see if there's anything here for me. There's smoke signals too. The ones that the night jards apparently left for us. Gonna work on an incline, I guess. We're both missing our mark. Can't tell who's who. Oh, you know what? They're both pretty bad. One of them's like the double blade samurai, and one of them's just one of the interior warriors. I'll let him have it out, and then I'll jump on whoever's left. Actually, it looks like the double bladed samurai guy's probably not going to last too long. And there he goes. Okay. There is probably a little bit going on down this way, but there's no sculptor's idols or nothing like that. I think that the shinobi kite that he was referring to is down that way too, so we could use that as a grapple point to kind of quickly get to the outskirts area, but I sort of went the long way. Oops. Although, the way I did go, it wasn't even that much longer. go here.
全てだか。はいよし。源一郎様が戻られたら始めるぞ。龍院と共にアシナを起こすのだ。そう。
Guys talking big, making big plans. This is one of the biggest pain in the ass mid-boss battles. I mean, it takes the cake. It could go up there as like one of the hardest boss battles ever if you just go straight in and try to attack them. There is a bit of a technique. I've only ever done it once, but I'll see if I could do it here. But you can sort of sneak up on them, get a death blow, and then there's a Ashina soldier that's kind of camped out. That you get a backstab on, and if you could get them close enough while you backstab the Ashina soldier that's just kind of hanging out there, you could do the blood smoke and then immediately take out one of these guys. So, let's see if I could do it, I guess. Need to use this though. I don't think you could do it without suppressing your presence. This guy. Okay, there's blood smoke. Oh. Didn't work. I wonder if it's just not possible the second time around or what happened there, but I'm gonna see if I can do it again. Hold up. Let me rest. It's close. I still got the gotcha and sugar effect. Maybe I take out the sword guy. Yeah, he's only got one. Now I'm thinking, because if he's just a common enemy, hold up. Shit. I think I had it wrong, because I thought they were both like mid-boss types, but only one of them is. It's still a pain in the ass to fight both of them, but I think what it was... Here, let me use the sugar again. I think what it was we kill this guy first, we do the blood smoke on him, we get a free hit on this guy, nope, that doesn't work either. He seems to be immune to it, which is weird. I can't get a death blow on him. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they patched that out. Oh, the bastards. Because I remember doing that on the old PS4, like back when this game first came out. They might have patched that out. From Software, you sons of bitches. So, yeah, I think that was essentially what was supposed to happen, is you could use the blood smoke, blind the guy, because he's blinded, so he should be vulnerable to a backstab. But, maybe it's the other way, too. Maybe I have it backwards. Because maybe what you're supposed to do is you get the backstab on the lance guy, run over, hit the Ashina soldier, and then you get the backstab on the sword guy. Maybe that was it? I don't know. Now I want to see if it works. Hold up, I'm going to try that variable. I'm going to try the variable. We'll see if we get it to work. Although I think that's what I tried to do the first time around. Oh yeah, that's it. That's what it was. Okay, so I had it wrong. I had the order wrong. So you're supposed to get a backstab on the guy with the lance, then you run over to the Ashina soldier, use the blood smoke on him, and then you could get the backstab and final kill on the sword guy, and then you're just left with the lance guy with one death blow left. So that's how you do it. That's what it was. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that you cannot get a death blow at all on this guy without it being that initial one. His attacks are so slow that it's easy to read the Mikuri counters on him. Another prayer bead out of that. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so at least we got it figured out. Took me a few tries to get the order right, but we got it. That's all blocked off. I guess I can't go that way, so I'm just looking at doing this. I don't think there's really anything special to do here, but there are a handful of items in the reservoir area, so if you want to go hunting for that. I don't think any of them are super important, though. Could be wrong. Might be something really great. Maybe there's a prayer bead down there, who knows? But just from my recollection, I just don't remember there being anything all that amazing. I'm gonna jump down just to see what I can get. What is this? Oh, it's just a pellet, see? It's not that great. Couple over here. Scrap iron and heavy coin burst. So you get a sculptor's idol here. This is right before the final section of the game. After this point, it's just a couple boss battles, and then that is it. You are done. But let me go ahead and go. I'm gonna go check out the pot nobles real quick, because there's something we could do with them and the fish, and it's kind of interesting, I guess. I don't want to leave it undone. Let's see what he's got. He's got one divine grass. I don't remember how many. There's another mask fragment that I don't have. I would have liked to have bought that, but I don't know that I can. I want to say whatever it is activated once you buy all of the items from any given pot noble. But the only problem is, I think I'm one item off from each of them. And the other pot noble might have, I mean, he's got the mask part, so I definitely would prefer that over divine grass. But this part here, depending on what happens, it eliminates one of the pot nobles, essentially. And I'd rather try to fulfill the requests of the other one because he's easier to get to since he's got a sculptor's idol like right next to him. I don't know. If I can't get anything done with that other one, then I guess I'll come back here and see about getting that divine grass. There are a handful of carp left in the big lake area here, so maybe I could add them up. I just need, if it's 12, yeah, it's 12, shit. 12, and then I got an additional one, god damn it. So I would just need 3, but I'll take a quick look. I'll see if I can get something real fast. the biggest problems I've found is that the koi that are left, or the carp that are left, they're the ones that travel with these groups, and sometimes it could be tricky to lock on to the one I want to hit. He's already taken off, and then that happens. That pisses me off too. I guess what happens is he gets too far away and then the lock-on goes off. I wonder if I could change that. Hold up. I get my ass handed to me by these piranha fish. Oh yeah, we still got the headless down there too. Probably should watch out for that. I was also going to check to see if there's any treasure carp scales that are just like item drops around here. Because there were quite a few, but I might have picked them all up. Oh, look, there's a... I think these fish come back really quick too. They respawn like crazy. Can I use one of these candies down here? Guess not. Close. Treasure carp come back pretty quickly though. Let me see if he respawns. This is what I was doing during the last stream, and I'm like, you know, I think I'm good on this. There he comes. Oh shit! He already saw me. They're sharp. He's like right here too. I wonder if he spawns kind of from that area. I've seen him spawn into the map before. They just like dig themselves out of the ground underwater. I might be... Oh, there it is. Look at that. I was like right on top of the spawn point. That's one. Aside from the one that goes with the group of the fish that I was having trouble getting to, I don't know that there's any more carp. I can check the area in here where the great carp was, because he's supposed to not be hostile anymore now that you fed him. Look, there's an item down here. So there might be some things I can collect. It's a like coin purse, damn. He's supposed to not be hostile. I'm kind of hoping that reign's true. That's what I was told. Alright, he's not doing anything. But I'm not seeing anything either. Too bad you can't just like carve a couple off of him. He's probably got plenty to spare, right? Might be it as far as the rest of the carp go. Just the one that comes in the group here, and I think that's it. God, he sees you from so far away, too. Oh, look at that. I actually managed to get him. God, I just need one more, and then I can get the mask fragment. What a shame. am I doing on experience? We got quite a ways to go. If I was super close, I would try to grind some of these guys, but I don't think that's a good idea. Alright, I'm going to go by the Divine Grass, because like I said, I think you need to exhaust the inventory from one of the pot nobles in order to progress this thing, so we'll see what we could do. If it does progress it, it might even give us an option if I go talk to the other pot noble. He might give us an item, much like this one is supposed to. We'll see, though. Okay. Truly precious bait. If bait has hair, you know something is truly special. Okay. The Hirado Noble in the pot is obsessed with thoughts of becoming a master, quote-unquote. He who receives the scales of the carp becomes closer to the carp himself. I bestow unto you my secret treasure. Who's this? This is Harunaga? Okay. Okay. So that's Harunaga. I'm going to see if I can talk to the other pot noble and see if he gives us some bait too. Not right now, dog. I ain't got time. I'm just going to reset everybody. So I'll be looking through this menu for a second, finding out where I need to go. I guess it didn't take that long, but whatever. Okay, let me talk to this guy. So this is Koremori.
もうお主よ、もしどこかで我と同じ壺に会うことがあっても、あやつの願いを聞かぬでおくれや。あれは一族の恥者。己のため、主の恋様を死にせんとした敗逆の罪人よ。
Pretty sure that's exactly what this guy wants to.
だいぶ鱗が戻ったのお主のおかげじゃ。ようやっとあやつの罪を償える。しかし鱗は尊いのまるで我までが尊いようじゃ。もうここまでの働きあっぱれであった。ゆえにお主を見込んで話を。いや、姫事を聞いておくれや。
Okay.
おう、さよか。まことあっぱれなおの子よ。知って姫事じゃ。この餌を主の恋様に献上しておくれ。くれぐれも誰にも知られず。
Oh, Barrel Man of the Lake, please tell me your wisdom. They ain't so wise, but yeah, we get some stuff from him. Okay, we got another truly precious bait. I think this has the same description as the last one. Alrighty then. I want you to kill the big fish. Yeah, basically. So we could go over here to the feeding grounds. We've got nothing else to do with the great carp at this point in time, so we could go ahead and do it. But yeah, you definitely want to feed him just the regular precious bait first. You need to give him one, and then talk to this guy, and you get a treasure carp scale. And then you need to give him two, and then you talk to this guy again, and then you get, I think, 3 treasure carp scales. And then I think that's it. I don't think you could do any more. But now we can give him the truly precious bait. Select truly precious bait. I'm going to give him Koremori's, because whoever bait you give, the other pot noble dies, I'm pretty sure. Or at least becomes inaccessible. And this guy, like I said, he's right next to a Sculptor's idol, so it would be in our best interest. The thing is that the inventory from whatever noble goes away gets put into the inventory of the other one, so it's really not an issue. So there he goes. We'll rest. We'll see what happens. This guy has moved from his regular position. Do nothing. Nothing I can do. I don't think there's anything you can do in general. Okay. I guess says the same thing. Feel kind of bad for him, but, you know, he was entranced by the thing, so it's not like he really likes it, right? Okay, so we go back to the pot noble over here. Oh, we got some lapis lazuli too. Nice. Just one, but the pot has been emptied. And down here, we have a very small but similar looking fish. So, pot noble has now become a fish, and I guess with time he will become as big as the great carp. But, see, we got all the inventory from the other one. The only thing... Oh, I guess I bought all the inventory, right? Actually, thinking about it, since we got all the inventory, maybe I didn't need to buy everything from the other one. Oops. Oh well. Well, we still only need 2 in order to get the left fragment. Alright. This is nothing of interest. I don't know if the great carp... Like, I don't know if he could go find his body or something. I guess I'll take a quick look, because I would have to assume if he's dead somewhere, that probably means we can rip off a couple scales, right? So, just in the interest of possibly getting a couple scales and then being able to purchase that mask fragment, just in case I decide to do a New Game Plus or something, and, you know, it'd be nice to have it at the beginning of a run instead of, I don't know, having to work my ass all the way back over here. This is kind of where he hung out. Guess I'm not seeing nothing. Oh well. It was also worth noting that back at when we were kind of in the headless area that was underwater here, and we got the, I guess it was a prayer bead in the treasure chest there. There was a giant skeleton that looked like it was probably another great carp. And it had a bunch of the centipede around it, so they have some sort of immortality strain too. I don't think there's anything else we could do. I'm gonna go back to the dilapidated temple, and we're pretty much done. We just have to fight the last 2 bosses, and that's it. I guess I'll see about upgrading one of these items though. Do I have money? Yeah, I got a bit. Okay, what do I want? Combination lapis lazuli and the rusted blue blade produces a poisonous mist with every swing. Dissolving lapis lazuli over the blade caused the ancient blue rust to bubble to the blade's surface. Okay. I think... Sacred Flame Burst. Flame does not, however... Wait, hold up. Damages even apparitions with its blazing purple flame. This flame does not, however, inflict burn status abnormality. Sacred lapis lazuli fires are divine and cleanse the deep-seated hatred with the flame. Okay, so I think the only benefit to this one is that it can affect apparition type enemies. The ghosts, the Shichimin warrior, the headless maybe. Don't think you could probably use it underwater. So I don't know how handy that's going to be. Though it is worth 3. Loaded axe, hefty lines of light, blade inflicts damage even on guarding enemies. Sound of the lapis lazuli blade striking home creates a powerful reverberation capable of dispelling enemy illusions. That's interesting. Hold for lazulite scythe. Whirl the heavy lazulite axe around in circles to strike enemies. Pressing RT during the lazulite scythe will cause one to whirl again, continuing the attack. The dispersing of illusions is interesting. It's not something that occurs too often, but, you know, we got the ghosts. I mean, it's the same type of thing for the apparitions. I think probably the thing that's going to be the handiest is the Sabimaru. But, I don't know, I kind of like the sound of this. You can disperse the illusions from Lady Butterfly. You can disperse the ghosts, I'm guessing, from the Miss Noble area. And I think I want to get... Ah, shit, but this one uses all the materials. I don't remember if New Game Plus carries over all of your inventory, including the upgrade materials. It's like this one doesn't use as much. I mean, it has to, right? That's usually pretty standard, I would think. But just in the interest of using the materials like the most first, I guess we would have to do this one. But I'm just looking at it from a practicality standpoint. I don't know. This sounds interesting. I'm probably not going to use it at all, like right now, but that's the one I think I want to do. The axe. Real quick, I'm going to go talk to Emma, see if she's got any additional information or dialogue before we look at wrapping things up here.
Kuro 様は抜け穴より場外に達しました。月見楼がある水の手クルアの堀、その終端にある抜け穴に向かってください。すすきの原であなたを待っているはず。一心様の命に豊かの呪い。今しばらく一心様のおそばに。
わかった。
Probably want to get out quick. Seems like things are burning down.
クロ様をお願いします。
I don't think she said that she'd remain by his side last time, so I guess that's the only new dialogue we've got. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this. Let's go back to the secret passage. Like one of the hardest boss battles in the game, if not the hardest. This boss battle coming up here, this is one of the hardest things I had ever done up until I played this game in terms of, you know, things to beat in video games. It was pretty astounding, but I feel like I'm a lot better at these types of games now, so hopefully it's not going to be as bad, but we'll see. Reminder that I did spend like 2 hours fighting a boss in Stranger of Paradise. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that would happen again here. What can we use? Secret medicine fully restores vitality, cures all status abnormalities. That might be good to have. Might be good to have in an emergency. This might be good to have. Honestly, I don't think I'd be using a whole lot of prosthetic tools outside of maybe the firecrackers. Alright, let's get it done.
Kuro 様。
久しいな、巫女の忍び。見よ、不思議りのもう一振りよ。
健一郎殿。そのようなものでは決してアシナの命運は変わりませぬ。狼よ、流因など誰の手にもあるべきではないのだ。苦労をかけるな。
御意。参る。
Once again, the rematch. See what we can do.
ああ、姉妹としよう。
And it is confirmed that he's got the other mortal blade. Oh, we got a bot here. I haven't had a bot in a long time. Hold up. Let me copy that text before you take care of that. Oh. Yeah, I got it. You're good. Do not worry. Thank you for taking care of that. So this is similar to most of the other Genichiro fights. He doesn't have that big of a different moveset, but he does have that mortal blade, so... Ooh! Got him, boy. I would have liked to have not used the resurrection there, but... No, the boss battle's just beginning. We haven't really even gotten into it yet.
Sekiro.
What happened? Who's that? Okay, so if you don't get it, this is like for people that have been following the game, but we got that text. Let me see. Should be under key items. But we got that text that we found outside of Ishin's room where it talked about the mortal blade. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? It should be in here. Motion, empty air, floating, mortal severance, fragrant flower, page's diary, rotting prisoners. No, that's not it. Black scroll. Ah, here it is. So, in addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one that is black in color. The blade's name is Open Gate, and is said to hold the power to open a gate to the underworld. It is through this power that it creates life. I beseech you, make offerings for the dragon's blood. So I don't know if stabbing Kuro was part of it, but Genichiro had stabbed Kuro at the beginning there before we got into the fight with him. And then at the end there, he stabbed himself, or he cut his neck, slit his throat. And, you know, this is said to open a gate to the underworld. He brought back Ishin, who had just died next to Emma. And not only that, but it brought back Ishin in his prime. We see Ishin here. He looks like, you know, how he did at the beginning of the game in the opening cutscene, where he's wearing the blue, he's got the samurai helmet on. This is Ishin in his prime. This is when he was a full-on warlord, and he had conquered all the surrounding area to claim the territory for the Ashina. So, yeah, basically he sacrificed himself. I think maybe he might have needed Kuro's blood at the same time, too. His and Kuro's, since they both had rejuvenating powers, possibly. I don't know, but in any case, sacrifices were made, and he was able to open a gate to hell, basically, and bring back Ishin in his prime. And Ishin doesn't exactly seem fond of the idea, calls him pitiful, Genichiro, but he's gonna fight us, so we gotta fight Ishin, the big-time warlord, the guy that everybody was afraid of. Let's see if we get it done here. Ooh. Ooh. He just, like, I don't want to say he doesn't let up, but when he starts going after you, he starts going after you. Didn't block that right. That was what it was going to be. Yeah, if you don't perfectly time that, you take a lot of damage still. Oh, shit. Second phase. Try to get him out of the grass field here because it's a little hard to see. Anything for a free hit. Two down. So now he's got the lightning of Tomoe. Ooh, that didn't work. Oh, shit. Oops. Ah! Holy shit. I did it in one go. That's pretty... I'm impressed with myself. Maybe I'm not impressing anybody else. That's fine. But I'm surprised I did it with one go. Good lord. Yeah, no, that's still a hard boss battle. My hands are shaking. Oh my god, I had such a huge issue fighting this guy when I first streamed this game. It was yeah, he really took it to me. But we managed to do it this time around, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we got the couple death blows on him, but the bastard's still alive. He's not dead yet, we have to do the finishing blow on him, so... Didn't mean to jump there. Anyway. He's waiting for us.
Yari! Mingoto ja Sekiro. Sorobo.
Immortality severed. Memory of Saint Ishin. Battle memory of an extraordinary foe lingering in the mind of the wolf. At his peak, Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength, a single-minded killing machine of a man. And we have the Dragon Flash ability. Combat art that performs a high-speed cut from a sheathed stance. Charged to send out shockwaves. I guess that was what he was using during his third phase there. Cost spirit emblems to use. In his younger years, Ishin was a devil with a sword, spending his days in pursuit of life-or-death combat. He often ruminated on how a cut should be made, but his blade always moved first. Kind of funny that he died like right next to Kuro here, because I don't think he just pops up next to Ishin when you kill him, so kind of interesting luck doing that. Gauntlet of Strength. This is a new feature, I think. Well, new to me. They added it maybe a year after the game, but I played it fairly close to release, so none of this stuff was available at the time. Defeated many extraordinary foes who can now be faced in memory as a series of consecutive battles. Okay, so it's like a full-on Gauntlet boss battle thing. That's cool. Confronting memories of the past is akin to the discovery of new possibilities. The very ends of conflict may afford a new state of mind. Gauntlet of Strength Divine Air Path has been unlocked. Gauntlet of Strength Severance Path has been unlocked. Okay, I guess depending on maybe endings that you possibly come up to, maybe you get different paths. Also, Kuro's just kind of laying down there. I don't know if he's like officially dead yet or what. He might still be alive. Gauntlet of Strength has been unlocked. From this menu, you can relive battles against extraordinary foes that have been previously defeated in a series of consecutive battles. Yeah, that's what it told me at first. So thanks for re-elaborating. Let's confront this memory so we can get lore out of the way. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Ishin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. So, sort of reinforces what I was talking about there. Finally, we can get the Shadow Rush skill. So I guess we'll get that, and then I gotta get 9 more skill points, and then we can unlock this Spiral Cloud Passage, which was the most interesting sounding of the rest of these. I mean, this is just a different take on the Mortal Draw, which, you know, we've got 2 of, basically. One's a ninjutsu technique, and then this Shadowfall didn't really seem all that interesting. But this one does. Some sort of, like, ultimate dashing sword attack, so I don't know, I like the sound of that. But that'll be a ways away until I can get that. Okay, so I'm actually going to, let me see something real quick. Just real quick. Okay. Pull that back up. I grabbed the save data just in case this doesn't work the way I envisioned and we don't end up getting the ending that I was shooting for. Kneel before divine air. He's still alive. Sorry, I had to hit up the save point. So we could give him the Divine Dragon's Tears, which will fulfill his goal of just severing the immortality. But we could go for the Super Ultra ending and give the Dragon Tears and the Frozen Tears. So why don't we do that one?
Untitled 参りましょう。我が巫女。
九郎殿、今はどうか安らかに私の心にとどまってください。さようなら、みんな。私は行かねばなりません。我らの因果を断ち切るために。とても長い旅になります。それでも共に来てくださるのですか？
はい。
ありがとう、竜の忍びよ。九郎殿も喜んでおります。参りましょう。西に神なる竜の故郷に。
Okay, and that is the best ending. Just keep hitting them home runs, Miyazaki. Oh man, that was exciting. I would be absolutely ecstatic if they continued from this point and made a sequel of their travels, I guess, to the west. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds for Sekiro? So did they lose their immortality? Not necessarily. Basically, if you've been following, what ended up happening was we essentially turned the child of the rejuvenating waters, the girl, into a vessel that holds, I guess you could call it Kuro's spirit. So Kuro kind of died because he got hit with the mortal blade. So he's passed on, but the power of rejuvenation, the power of the dragon, and Kuro's spirit is within her. And basically what they're looking to do. So she should still have immortality, I would assume. I don't think there's any reason why she wouldn't, unless she got hit with a mortal blade. But basically what they're looking to do now is to return that power of the dragon to its origin, which they, it's undisclosed. They say it's to the west, so that probably means it's in China somewhere, I guess. Because it's as far the west as I could think without going, too far into the Europe territory. But, so yeah. So one big happy family. Kuro is inside the divine child, and she's accompanied with Sekiro now, the wolf, the shinobi, and they're traveling to the west to return the power of the dragon from whence it came. So like I said, perfect sequel bait. If they decided to make a sequel, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would be ecstatic to get a sequel to this game. No reason why they shouldn't, because this game was actually, I believe it sold really, really well. It got a lot of positive press. People loved it. Positive reviews all over the board. It only came out back in 2019, and From is a little bit slow with their sequels to stuff. But, I'd be more excited about a Sekiro sequel than I would be excited about a Dark Souls sequel, a Bloodborne sequel, an Elden Ring sequel. Much more on board for Sekiro. Just, I don't know, something about the gameplay and just that tight, fast reaction. Oh, the combat's really good. I enjoy the story. I can't say enough about this game. Usually I review stuff. The one thing I would probably criticize is sometimes the camera gets in my way sometimes. You get backed up in a wall and then just stuff gets hard to see. But I don't know. As far as gameplay, that's probably the only thing I could think of that I don't like all that much. People complain about this game. I mean, a lot of people complain about this game being too hard, so there's plenty of that out there. But people complain about this game also being too easy because the counter system, I mean, you could kind of spam it, I guess, in some regards, and it sort of works, so people don't like the idea of just hitting the counter button over and over again, and I don't know, progressing through combat that way, but whatever. Bullshit, they never played on NES. It's like the same people who never played on the mall arcade. Well, those are bullshit games, arcade games. They're designed to be so hard that you can't beat them without feeding more quarters into the thing. So it's kind of another level right there. One's actively seeking for you to, die and not progress and finish the game. But I mean, yeah, no, this game can definitely get difficult. Like I said, boy, those last couple boss battles, Genichido and Ishin and the Demon of Hatred, those are all really, really tough. But you kind of have to learn what their movements are and what their attack patterns are going to be, and just kind of get a feel for the flow of the combat. That last one with Saint Ishin, that is, boy, they throw pretty much everything at you with that one. So I'm glad I was able to get it done in the one go, because we're already at 3 hours on this stream. Like I said, by the end of it, my hands were shaking. That was an intense fight. Let me just put it that way. But very fun. Very, very fun. I find this gameplay very addicting and very fun. I'm glad they added the Gauntlet modes, because I feel like giving something like that a try. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but, I might take a stab at it and see what I could do. New Game Plus, I've not actually seen, I don't think, all of the endings. As much as I like this game, I don't think I've seen all the endings. I need to go over a list, but there's at least one I haven't seen. I got half a mind to play through this game in New Game Plus and actually see if I can get one of those endings on stream. I just don't know what all would be involved with that. So this might not be the last Sekiro stream. I'm gonna leave it up in the air. Maybe at some point take a look and see what's required for some of the other endings, or at least the ones that I personally haven't seen, and maybe play the game up to that point, and we can see if we can kind of knock a couple of those out. But yeah, I'd be interested in doing that. So we could see more Sekiro later on. I don't know if I'm going to jump into that right away, but we'll see. I guess I probably should, though, huh? I don't want to leave this game for too long and then kind of lose my edge to it, because, yeah, it's a bad thing when you're trying to jump into the game and get to some of these ladder bosses that are really, really hard. Can't perform. By the end of these streams, boy, I'm not the greatest at this type of game, but I got my edge back. I was feeling a little bit shaky about it when we first started this game, but I don't know. Start playthrough number 2 now. If you choose to start playthrough number 2 now, you may do so by accessing the large Sculptor's idol in the dilapidated temple at any time. Sure. You will not be able to return to the current playthrough number 1 upon starting playthrough number 2. Are you sure you want to start playthrough number 2? I guess. Like I said, I did save the game files for the save, like right before we talked to Kuro, just in case something didn't work out. I guess we start with the opening cutscene again. We'll get to see, if in case anyone forgot, we'll get to see what Ishin looked like in his prime in the cutscene. Because there seemed to be some confusion as to who he was when he emerged from Genichiro's body. Maybe. Oh, does it not show the cutscene? This is already at the well. Okay, I guess it doesn't do the cutscene. Never mind then. I've never seen him myself, but I heard that there were like additional costumes and stuff. I don't know how to access any of that, if that's even something that's accessible. Maybe. I gotta look into that too. I want to say that the costumes were added after the fact too. I don't think the costumes were originally on the original release, like 1.0 of this game. I think that came in when they added the Gauntlet run and all that kind of stuff. Alright. Well, we'll look into that later, maybe. I'll see what I need to do. Maybe we'll go look at trying to do some of the other endings and all that kind of stuff. It should be interesting regardless, because I've been alluding to some of that stuff for a little while now. But I think that's going to be it for now. I hit my limit just now. It's 11:59, just about midnight. That's about when I wanted to stop, if at all possible. So I'm glad we were able to hit that without going too far overboard. And yeah, that was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Like I said, might come back to this, and if I do decide to come back to it, it's probably going to be sooner than later, like I said, so I don't lose my edge here and end up sucking through some of the battles, because there's additional boss fights that we normally wouldn't see if we were doing like the best ending like we just did. So should be cool. But we started up God of War 2018, the reboot, earlier this week, so next stream we're going to jump back into that. That will probably be Friday or over the weekend. And I might decide to start something else this week as well. It just kind of depends on how things are going and if I want to continue with God of War for the next few streams or not. And if I want to do Sekiro at some point. But in any case, that's going to be it for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Let's raid old Scoob. He popped in here earlier. He's playing some Fall Guys. But I will be back soonest by Friday. And we will probably be doing some more God of War, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's go raid Scoob. And you guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.